Hey everybody, I'm live. Um, I'm just going to give it a couple minutes, one to let the people in chat get in here, and I sent out a couple links, and they're on their way. So I just want to give them a couple minutes to get in here before I get started. So just be patient. We're going to get started shortly, and have this nice, serious conversation. Okay, discussion. Uh, so yeah, just give me a couple minutes, and we'll get started. Okay, we're going to get started. And when they pop in, they pop in. Okay. And Garuda, the answer is no because you're asking for it. Okay, so no, you can't ask for it. Just got to come. All right, so get that straight. Okay. Like you all know, we're live. Okay, and we're gonna have a serious talk about next gen. Okay, because based on the shows and Twitter personalities that I'm seeing, it's obvious that this community is moving in a direction that I don't agree with. Okay, it's and it's funny because only a select few see the bigger picture. Only a select few. Okay, now, I get it. Xbox sucks. You know it. I know it. Okay, the Xbox fanboys know it. And to be honest, um, most of us most of us expects the Xbox to not none of us expect, excuse me, the Xbox brand to improve next gen. We don't. Okay, they're going in the same direction, and any time after that, we don't expect it. Okay, so because they're still pushing games as a service and services like Game Pass, they think they have the most games while making will make them most successful. But it no, when it's always about having quality over quantity. It's always been that way. And I'm sure you've heard me and serious gamers say that lots of times in discussions. Okay. As of this moment, I have not secured a PS5 yet because they are being sold out in no time. But I have pre-ordered the games I want uh, until I actually secure the console itself. Okay, I'm actually fine with not being able to secure a PS5 right now because based on what I saw, the games did look like that big of an upgrade, and also just based on the little things I see going on. Okay. Before I continue, I just had somebody join us, one of my fighting game buddies. Philip, introduce yourself.
Hello, next row Sing, how you doing?
Um, so yeah, because of because if one thing is important that I said, and I don't want to, it didn't don't want it to happen again. Okay, is that Sony gets cocky. Okay, I've said it time and time again, and that's sort of what I'm seeing at this moment. The PS2 surpassed 100 million sales and kept selling until 150 million sales. The PS3 launches and Sony gets says $600, and I wasn't trying. First of all, I personally wasn't trying to hear it, especially with how little the PS3 offered at launch. Okay, the PS5 is coming out, and we are already getting. Okay, listen to this, guys. We're already getting a $10 increase in games. And for the record, I have no problem with a $10 bump. I don't. But give me complete games, okay? Because you know once the best platform says it's okay to charge $10 extras, don't get it twisted and think that the third party is going to do anything different than they did this gen, okay? By giving us broken or incomplete games or games not worth the money. But here's what really bugs me. Here's what really bugs me, people. And that's the fact that I'm seeing a lot of gamers buy these digital consoles because of the price difference. And they're all on board with it. But they're not seeing the bigger picture just based on digital versus physical price variations. They're not. Okay? Because if you go and look, okay, you're going to pay the same price. So wouldn't you want a hard copy? Make them work for that money then. Honestly, because that's ridiculous. If you're going to do it digitally, okay, then the price should drop, not go up. It shouldn't even be at $60 because they're not producing any product, like the packaging, the disc itself, any of that. Okay, so people need to start looking at that. Okay, in other words, pricing a digital game equal to a physical game, like I just said, makes no sense to me. And that's the problem. We are moving faster and faster towards the digital future that I want no part of. Y'all may not have a problem with it right now because you have an option right now to buy physical or digital. But just wait until developers get greedy with digital prices. Just wait, guys. You'll see what I'm saying. And then you got a digital only console. You'll see what I'm saying. Okay, before I continue, we got our other guest, El Menador. What's up? Oh no, I'm sorry. There's Cyber Dragon. I'm sorry. I looked at it wrong. I'm sorry. What's up, Cyber Dragon?
Hello, Cyber Dragon here.
Yeah, I'm doing two things at one time, and I just glanced. I don't know. Anyway, I apologize for that.
It's all good. I sound okay? Too loud, too low?
You're a little on the high side. And Philip, you're a little on the low side. So you could turn yours up a little bit, and Cyber, you could turn yours down a little bit. Just so that at least the people can hear. We don't blow out their eardrums. That's all.
Mine's up all the way.
Okay. Well, for some reason it sounded better when you just talked. So maybe it was the mic not by you or something.
Yeah, I'm trying to charge my phone.
That's much better. Yeah, that's much better. Okay.
How about now? How do I sound?
You still sound loud. You just killed my eardrum. Wait, let me turn my thing down. Maybe oh, what you dropping back there, Cyber?
Oh, dishes.
Okay. Now talk.
Man, you doing
How do I sound now?
You're still a little loud.
That's
all right. We'll get, no, now it's a little bit. I turned my thing down to hear you. My volume down. So, okay. Here's another thing. I'm already seeing people make excuses for upcoming games just based on features like ray tracing. Okay, just based on games being remastered instead of remade from the ground up. Okay. Once again, like I said, you're settling for less. Okay, don't do that because Sony's going to get cocky again, like they did in the past, and you're going to be sorry. You're going to be sorry. This is all right. Ooh, this entire gaming community is getting just like the Xbots. I'm sorry to say, y'all letting these companies do what they want. You're the consumer. You tell them what you want or just don't get it. Okay. Don't settle for less. It's your money. Okay. Over the past few days on Twitter, I saw Porter Rock talk about the Spider-Man PS5 upgrade. And some people got mad at him for asking a question. Also, I seem to recall a few months back when we all agreed that cross generation should be less of a reason to own the next gen console. That energy sure went out the window fast. I don't know where it's just like woof, gone. People had so much energy and all of a sudden they lost it. It's just like gone. I don't know what happened, but you guys need to get that energy back, or gaming industry is going to start being screwed. It really is. Okay. I just want to come out and say it now. 2 games out of all the games I've currently seen for next gen impressed me. Only 2 that I've seen. Out of all the games they showed, only 2 impressed me. Okay. And these are the 2 games, Demon Souls and Ratchet and Clank. Okay. Keep in mind that Ratchet and Clank always pushed the envelope when it came to graphics to begin with. Demon Souls could have been done on the PS4 minus the ray tracing. Okay. But those are the only 2 games that impressed me that I want at this time. Okay. So let me get back to the topic. I just wanted to let people know that. Okay. What I want to see more of in this community is more people keeping the pressure on Sony. Don't start giving them passes so that they can drop the ball on us. Don't do it. This is what I've been trying to say from the beginning. They're going to get cocky and drop the ball. We don't want that. You know, for those of you who love gaming and love the PlayStation, don't let Sony get cocky and drop the ball. Keep that same energy that you had this gen and then before.
Yeah, stay in your neck or something.
Yeah, you gotta do something. Don't just give a pass. If you're buying something from somebody, you never give them a pass. Okay, if you're gonna buy a car and that car likes to stall all the time, are you gonna give that, and you're paying for it and paying payments, or are you gonna give that dealership a pass? Hell no, you're gonna take that bitch back. Or you're not gonna buy from them again. Keep the same energy. Keep the same energy. You know, we're the consumer. We pay for this. Okay? We buy their product. If we're going to buy it, we expect the best. We don't want to buy bullshit. We don't. Okay? So anyway, because like I said, don't let them drop the ball, because that's exactly what happened with Xbox. Okay? It is. The 360 did very well. Okay? It had all the third-party exclusives. It didn't require the user to manually install games, and it ran a lot faster than the competition for its run. Okay, PS4 did the same. Okay, it improved everything that was wrong with the PS3. Okay, but now we get to another odd number console. Okay, and for some reason, every time a console reaches that odd numbered console, they fuck up. Go back and look at the history. They fuck up when it's an odd number. They're good with the evens, bad with the odds. So if they're bad with the odds, what's your odds on that everything's going to be perfect for the 5? What's your odds? Ask yourself that question. It's an odd console again, odd numbered console. Okay, and you guys are giving them passes on things, so don't you think they might drop the ball and that odd is going to go down? Think of it. Think. You guys got to think. If you get passes, they're going to take this odd number console and put it in the shitter. Don't get passes. Stay on top of it. Stay on top of Sony. Stay on top of the developers. And when you talk to developers, stop being assholes. Say straight up. Be honest. Without calling them pieces of shits and this, that, and the other and cussing them out. Whatever. Be honest. Because I've been honest with developers and I've gotten a response back. You're not going to get a response back. They're going to block you. And then they're going to say, well, listen, if everybody's just going to yell at me, why should I do anything better? They don't care. You're still buying it. That's the thing. You still buy it. So why should you do anything? If you give them constructive criticism and tell them it bothers you as a gamer, you're spending your hard-earned money and this, that, and the other, you expected better of them, do it in a nice way, but get your point across, be firm, and you'll get a better response. You guys out there cussing people out, that ain't working, okay? Anyway, like I said, the odd numbers, they fucked it up. Nintendo had the NES, then the SNES, then they had the N64. PlayStation had the PS1, the PS2, and then the PS3. And the PS3 had a big hill to climb. A real big hill to climb. If you've been around with PlayStation, you know that. If you don't, just go back up and look at the history. You'll find out. Now, here's the question. I need to ask the people on damage control. What are you asking for exactly? What are you asking for? Okay? And this especially goes out to the Xbox camp because at least we're seeing games on the PlayStation side of things. What are you asking for? What are you asking for? I'm asking both communities. What are you asking for? You got to be precise. What are you asking for? Okay? These developers are boosting the price of games up, but they have never catered to our demands. Okay? Developers like Ubisoft want more for games, but will still require online for some of these games. Okay? I get this that gaming is an expensive hobby. Okay? I know that. I'm a gamer. Okay? But the least these lazy ass developers out there can do is work for the consumer. Okay? Because we keep them afloat. When are we going to make that a priority? And when are they going to make us a priority? Why don't we make it a priority to let the developers, like I said before, know, but do it in the right way? Because the other stuff ain't going to get you nowhere. When are we going to stop telling developers to just take our money and start telling them to give us our worth? When are we going to do that? Because that's the problem. And they're going to, like I said, if they're going to increase it $10, right? Are we still going to get incomplete games where you got to now pay for, anything they want to add to it or whatever? You're going to wind up paying what, $100 by the time you're done with their downloadable content and all this other stuff. You're going to wind up paying, it's $10 here. Oh, another $20 here, another $10 here. You're going to wind up paying $100 to $110 for that game. If you're going to increase the price, give us a complete game. That's all I'm saying. Now, before I get into the next part of this, what do you guys have to say about what I was just talking about and the people not keeping the same energy, and even with Sony now, and Sony may drop the ball if we don't get into it, the price hike, developers and all that. What are your guys' thoughts? Who wants to go first?
I'll go ahead and go.
All right, go ahead.
Back when Sony announced that Horizon 2, Spider-Man, and Sackboy, were going to the PS4 as cross-gen games. Now, there was a big uproar on that. But then we find out from Capcom that The Village will be cross-gen game now. It wasn't before, but it will be now. But there was no uproar, nothing. No noise was made about that. Keep the same energy. They seem to come after Sony for every little thing, but then let everybody else get a pass on things. Every time Microsoft do something, PlayStation guys do this too. Well, Sony, you need to respond. You need to do something. That's because they bought Bethesda, so now they want Sony to go buy somebody. Like when Sony closed out the gen with two big blockbusters, The Last of Us 2 and Ghost of Tsushima, what did Microsoft do to close out their gen? They didn't do nothing. They just passed on it and started working on the next gen. They just gave up on it. They did nothing. White flag. They surrendered. So just keep the same energy going back and forth on those circumstances that will come up. Let's see.
But do you think that the PlayStation people should keep on Sony's butt, because if they don't keep on Sony's butt, Sony's going to get lazy.
Oh God, yes, they should. They really should.
Well, a perfect time
We
for
gotta
that
keep.
to happen. That some church, I know I did when we found out the Horizon was going to PC. No, I didn't like that. But not enough of the fan base spoke up on that. But because of the PS5 pre-orders didn't go so well and fans were complaining and complaining, you see how fast Sony responded to that? The very next day they responded to that. So it's enough. I say true PlayStation gamers speak up. Things will happen and continue to happen, and we can thwart anything that Sony wants to try next. It's got to be a fan base to do it. Um,
That's my thing. It's got to be us consumers. We got to do it,
hmm
because if we don't speak up as a group, as a community, we're not going to get what we deserve. We're not. Sony may get cocky again. They know they have the best place to play games. They have the top-notch games. They have more games. They have this. They have that. But if Sony don't stay on top, and we don't make sure they stay on top as a community, we're going to get screwed next gen. That's all I'm saying. You want to add anything else to that, Cyber?
oh, I'm good.
All right. What
I
about
thought you about the
the
yeah.
$10 increase?
Well, as far as price of games, all
Yeah,
depends on developer and the game itself and what's coming with it. If they do a $70 game hike, $10 hike, that means season passes should vanish, right? I would think so. There should be no more season passes. Um, DLC, if it's like an expansion of the game and it's a separate entity, meaning it's not already built into the game, whereas you paying for a key, you know. I can live with DLC because all of us picked up DLC in various games. Spider-Man had 3 DLCs. Control had DLC. You can buy. The Witcher 3 had DLC. That kind of stuff. But by staying, just have to stay on it and don't allow it to happen.
all right. What about them charging the same price for physical and digital?
Well, the reason they're going to keep doing that is because of retail. The key thing is retail, because I don't know how. I know Amazon, you can buy a game physical or you can buy the code of the game through Amazon. But I don't know about Walmart, Target, Best Buy, GameStop. Because if everything's going digital, so what's the use of those retails to sell your console for you? You know,
Yeah.
so that's where the fence is on that. If you jump too far one way, well, retailers will just won't stock your consoles, and then you're selling nothing. But that bodes well for what the direction of Microsoft is going, but it doesn't bode well for Sony and Nintendo. Whereas Nintendo, they never lowered their prices at all. So a lot of their
No.
games are still $60 for the Switch.
The
Even third-party
Nintendo.
games that we already had for a while on the Switch at $60.
Let me ask
Nintendo
you.
has.
So
I'm sorry, Philip. Go ahead.
go ahead.
Nintendo doesn't give a fuck.
Huh?
I'm just going to say Nintendo never gave a fuck about pricing. They gonna keep. They want to keep you 60. They're gonna keep you 60. They're not going to change it. Not for anybody.
Yeah.
They always been like that, and they're not going to
Nintendo.
change.
Yeah. Nintendo's never dropped the price on any game. It
They
could be.
don't
So that
give a fuck.
means
That's what I'm
yeah.
gonna
So they
say.
shouldn't go to 70 then, right? Nintendo should not switch their prices to 70. If they do, oh no, what would the fan
I'll
base
be the
over there
asshole.
do?
I have to take back the ass for this one. On that one because I can get a $70 game at any time because I work. So anytime I work at it's a $70 game, I'm gonna get it. I'm not going. I don't care about it.
Yeah.
I,
What are your thoughts on what I was saying and the questions I was asking Cyber Dragon about, keeping the same energy, um, and all that when it came to PS5 and what we as gamers want.
well, I have to agree with Summer Dragon, but here's the thing. I I somehow managed to get a PS5 or PS5 on Desert Edition somehow, but the computer center and same energy, I gotta agree with you guys because they're acting like Xbox, and that's not good. Not
That's
good
my
at all.
that's what's scaring me. You hit it right on the head. That's what's scaring me right there.
Yeah,
And
not only that, why are they acting? Why are they acting like Xbox right now? If they should keep on Sony's, see Xbox starting started to make a narrative that be fake outrage. If Sony and let we got it like if you're play like I said, you're a PlayStation gamer, keep your foot on Sony's neck
oh, let's not go there.
because
How about on their ass?
well the neck is like well yeah the ass
Yeah,
hurts
the
but
ass worker. That's where the wallet is.
yep yep and about the $70 like I said earlier I don't mind $70 pricing because remember back when Nintendo and Sega was going at it, the price was like near $70 or $80.
Hmm.
Don't complain
Yeah,
about it then. Why do you complain about it now?
But see, that's what I'm saying. They're laying off of their constructive criticism on what Sony what they expect from Sony. You as the consumer, as their fan base, and as as the consumer who pays for all this stuff, should have a say in something. And you should, like I said before, if you do it constructively, they will respond. Okay,
hmm
No
and
doubt.
things will get done. Okay, they'll start listening. But if you're just going to start cussing people out all the time and telling them they suck and you don't know what you're doing and you know who cares about you, and you keep going at it that way, like like you got all this mouth. Okay, if you're going to do that, they're not going to listen. They're going to continue giving you what they were giving you because you didn't do it in a constructive way.
Yeah.
But if more people do it in a constructive way and more people keep the energy, you ain't got to talk to these people. Just send them a message. They will respond. If they constantly see F this, F that, you suck, this, that, yeah, they're not going to read it.
Nope.
They're going to they're going to troll you for that. I know
No.
you know that one there could be that one director going to troll the hell out of people. They always going to have that one social media like either director or somebody going when the developer is going to troll them for saying that. So
Yeah, I mean, it's like I said, you got to keep it safe. My thing is what I'm concerned about for next gen, okay? Because I'm watching these tweets and I'm seeing and some of these videos just to see what people's thoughts are and what they're saying. It's like, oh, it's now all of a sudden. A couple weeks ago it wasn't this way, but now it's oh, it's okay. No, it's not okay.
they're okay.
Don't give Sony a pacifier when they need a boot where the sun don't shine. Don't give them a pacifier.
Never
Okay,
do.
that and the developers. And the same token, don't give developers a pacifier because it's just going to get worse. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. Everybody's not keeping an eye on Capcom now, but Capcom had to like revamp everything to actually do right again.
Yeah. My thing is, and the other thing that bugged me when I was watching the games that were coming out, and I know, Phil, you'll probably agree with me on this. Where's our fighting games? You
I
didn't even
know,
announce
right?
it. They didn't even announce that something was coming out in the future. There was nothing about no fighting games. Now you know how I love my fighting games. Where are the fighting
Yeah,
games?
I don't,
Yeah.
I don't, yeah. I'm
So,
like, what the hell? There's
well,
no fighting
probably because
games.
this past generation, a lot. I mean, a lot of fighting games came out. So it
I
might
don't.
be toward the middle
All
of
right,
the generation that we see the next crop of
but
fighting games.
but wait a minute.
Here's the thing.
Cyber here, I know. I think I
Don't
know what
mess.
you're going to say. Go ahead. Go ahead. I'm gonna let you go first. I think I know what you're going to say. But go ahead, Phil.
Don't mess with people fighting games. Not shit.
Exactly. That's one of the
That's not
reasons
that shit.
some people buy the next console for the. Also, if you're a fighting game enthusiast, you're gonna buy that new console for those fighting games. Okay, that's one of the things. Me, it was be for fighting games, Souls games, things like that. You know, but
You know what?
with my
Here's
fighting games, why am I going to buy it? I could do just fine with the PS4.
side note. I haven't played any Demon Souls. Haven't played Demon Souls yet, so this is like a perfect opportunity for me to get it. So
Like I said, the only two games that they showed off that I was interested in, okay, was the Demon Souls and Ratchet and Clank.
Ratchet Clank I can get any time because I know I played Ratchet Clank 2016 and seeing what they did to it now. Oh my god!
But that's what I'm saying. Those are the only two games that interest me out of all the games they showed. And then I'm sitting here waiting. I'm like, okay, are you going to announce anything for the future of any type of fighting game? At least one. I'm not saying it has to come out at launch, but maybe 6 months after launch or something. Are you going to, scratch my back? Where's my fighting game? There was
I
nothing.
know we all know the Gear Strive coming up with PS5 too, so we
The
all
what?
know that Gear
It's,
Strive
um,
is coming.
but you know what I'm saying. You didn't.
Yeah.
That would have got some, especially fighting game people, more on board. Okay,
Yep.
it would have. Real.
Could have announced that. Like could have announced that during the last event or something. Would have made everybody like happy about that.
Yeah. Now who knows if they do that the thing in December, if they're gonna announce. I don't know. All I know is that Sony, if any of y'all listening out there, I want my fighting games. I'm telling you right now, I want my fighting game. And I know a lot of other people do too. Okay, before we continue on anything, and before I continue talking, we got our last guest in here. Finally got home. El Matador, what's up? Can you hear me, El Matador? I know you're there.
I see the circle, but I don't see his image.
Can you
Oh,
hear
it's
me?
changing. There
There
you
you go.
go.
All right. How you guys doing? How you doing?
Good. How
Doing
you
good,
doing?
doing good, doing good.
Yeah, long time no see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now,
Yep.
were you listening to what I was talking about while you were on?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why don't you give me your take on what I said in the first part of this and what Philip said and Cyber said about staying on Sony and the 10% increase and
Yeah.
$10 increase, um, and about Sony getting cocky and some of the games I said at the beginning didn't look next gen. If you get
Mm.
rid of ray tracing, it could be done on the PS4, like the Demon Souls and whatever.
Yeah.
What were your thoughts on what we were talking about?
Okay. Look, Sony PlayStation is my main platform. You guys know this. Um, but I agree with you guys what you guys were saying. I love Sony, but I will be honest when I see some, like they kind of like just kind of falling back a little too much. Like I was surprised that they were not on the Tokyo Game Show. I mean, I was saying they gotta be there, but they could do something digital. It's giving us at least some third party support or something like that. You know what I mean? Maybe a little glimpse of what we can see on the next gen. Because that's crazy that Sony was not there. Like they could have done something huge, but they're gonna do something. That they say, hey, we were still here. We are a Japanese company. Also, we gonna show support and anything when it comes to Japan. Um, but like I said, I love Sony, but I will be on them if they try falling back, doing some little spooky things. You know what I mean? Trying let's charge you for some games that you can say, hey, you can just give me a patch for this game. You don't have to do like a remaster. None of that. You can just Spider-Man. Okay, I understand they did a lot of things to it. Whatever, right? Okay, whatever. But for The Last of Us, Ghost of Tsushima, God of War, all of this gen games, I think we can just get a patch. You know what I mean? I don't want them to like charge just like extra or do like a 20. Like I don't want none of that. Okay, just give us a patch. Pun the deal. The $10 increase. I mean, you can say, I mean, $60, I mean, like I said, for some people, it's a lot of money, right? Not everybody can go out there and spend $60 a pop, you know what I mean? Not everybody can do that, right? Adding $10 more, that's like, okay. But if this is to give us games that are complete, games that I'm going to utilize everything on the platform, the console, the ray tracing, everything, 60 FPS. Like that's one thing I want from next generation, right? Because you can see some of these third devs, especially Ubisoft. You know what I mean? Like they now they people were complaining, you know, because they wanted to do a 4K 30. People were like, no, we want 4K 60. You need to give us that. And I think now confirming that even the PS5 is going to do 4K 60. But I will say that about that game. That game looks horrible. Like when I don't know, you saw that league gameplay. I mean, I thought that shit was The Witcher in one point. But the textures, like, yo, that shit doesn't look next gen. And that's why I'm like, yo, I'm like paying $70. I'm like, this thing doesn't look next gen.
I was saying that too.
Like this do not look next gen. And they're saying that 25 studios were working on that game. Fuck that, man. Lying. 25 studios, you're gonna come with something like that? Look like something on this gen, but you use like a buff, like a boosted. That's it. Nothing like crazy, facial realistic, like God of War, you know, like freaking Kratos got their beard, like you can see it's almost real. Like the texture they of his head, you know, like it's incredible, man. I don't know how the hell they freaking pull that off.
Well, you wanna
It's
watch?
amazing.
We already know the story about how they Cora Balrog went to shoot Yoshida, and Yoshida said take the shit back and do it over again.
Yeah,
That's probably why.
Yeah, I think that was pretty for the combat. I think, but like for the facial and the graphics, well, I think was it's just the combat was like I think that's why like no, you gotta do something with that combat. That shit.
Yeah, that was it got real old. That comment got real old in Ascension. So
yeah, exactly. Yeah. Like it was about time.
It's like I had much more fun playing this God of War than 3, and 3 was a great one.
No, I love 3. I mean, look, I think it was about time.
I love 3, but I didn't. But I like this comment of this God of War more than you like in 3. That's what I'm trying to say.
All right, guys, what about Killzone's graphics on PS4 this gen?
Oh my god.
better than Halo Infinite. I'll tell you that much.
Craig.
But see, one thing I agree with you on Matador. Some of that shit that was shown did not look next gen.
Exactly. Like
it didn't, and that's what's bothering me. Are like I said about odd number consoles? It's an odd number console. What's the odds it's gonna do what even numbers do? What's the odds? It's odd. Okay?
Exactly.
We can use odd a lot in this shit, honestly. But seriously, I mean, if we step back and I know sometimes you get on Twitter and everything too on Matador, and but if you're listening to some of these people in the gaming community and especially in the PlayStation community, they're like they seem to be like, oh well, that's okay. No, it's not okay, because when you take your foot out Sony's ass and give them a pacifier, they're going to get cocky and they're going to do whatever they want and nothing for the consumer.
Exactly. And like I said, Princess, I love Sony. I'm happy. I'm very grateful for what they did this generation. Like they did this generation, they freaking when like they just left this generation in a great way. Like we
Hmm.
got bangers after bangers this year alone. I still cannot believe it. Like we got The Last of Us, Ghost of Tsushima. Like we got bangers. Like I could Neo two.
Seven remakes.
Yeah, Persona. It's just mind blowing. I'm like, yo, like Mike Sony didn't have to go that hard their last year. Like they couldn't. They shouldn't embarrass Xbox like that. And that's like I said. I want Sony. Look, Sony. I want you what you did this generation. I want you double it. Give me more third party exclusive you did with Persona 5, Neos, like all the Japanese, like pretty much always only come to PlayStation. I want all that more. Give me more when it comes to your first party. Go beyond. Now you got a PS5. You got more power, SSD, right? I want them to fucking Horizon. I want the freaking world to just be even more alive than was the first one, right? That's what I want. Give me
Right.
more. Ghost of Tsushima. Oh my god.
I
Ghost of
know.
Tsushima 2. Ghost of Tsushima 2. Which I think I can see that in the future, right? I just can imagine on a PS5. I know because Sucker Punch, I'll tell you something, man. Ghost of Tsushima, that game looks beautiful. And look, I think you can say on the PS4 Slim, right? It looks beautiful on the PS4 Slim, but I think they kind of were holding back because that 1.8 T flops and the Jaguar. It was just they couldn't. It was so much stuff that I bet they need to cut because they were. But the fucking loaded times, that shit blows my mind. Like
Oh God,
how
yes.
they
Oh
got
God,
the
yes.
load times, and especially on the Slim, how? And this is why, man, I gotta give Sony's developers like they're so talented. They're the one on the top on this industry. They just blows my mind. Like fucking Sucker Punch should give some. So I don't know what the hell they use to Horizon because Horizon Zero Dawn loaded time. I ain't gonna lie, it was kind of long. Also in the last one too.
Yeah,
I ain't
that's
gonna lie.
long. Days Gone was
Yeah.
long.
Yeah, Days
Yeah.
Gone were long too. But Sucker
God
Punch need
Wars
to
was
go and
long.
talk to them. Like they need to talk to them. Hey, look, this is what we did. You know what I mean? To cut the load times. Like because Ghost of Tsushima is not a small freaking map. That shit is fucking had 3 freaking parts. That game. Okay, that shit's not some small ass game, man. And it's crazy. And I say this, that game put some respect on Sucker Punch. And now people look at Sucker Punch and they taking it seriously. And I said this before, Sucker Punch is gonna be my top developer going next generation after this game.
So I guess
And
a Matador. I guess they sucker punched you, huh?
Yes, it's perfect. What they probably did.
But my thing is,
I,
and you're
I,
agreeing. You guys are agreeing. What my thing is that I don't want Sony to do like they took PS4 and went way above and beyond, and they gave you whatever. Okay, I don't want them to do what Xbox did after the 360. You had everything for that damn 360. Okay,
hell,
all right. And what they do when they got the Xbox, the Xbox One, boom dive. I don't want that to happen over here. That's why I'm trying to tell this community, stay on Sony's ass. Stay
yeah.
on their ass because you don't want it. Like I said, the odd number consoles are the ones that always got screwed up. We're on number 5. Is it going to get screwed up? Like I said, they already messed with my head when they didn't tell me about no fighting games. They already screwed up right there. Didn't even announce something coming out like not at launch, but we got it coming like 6 months later or 9 months later. We got these we're working on. You left out a whole genre of games.
Mm. And there's one more thing. The way the PS4 generation ended, no, there was a change of the guards, toward the end of the generation. Before that was Leighton, because Leighton helped us get the stuff that we got. So then you get Jim Ryan and Herman Holtz. As soon as them two come in, I see what Timefall's saying, because just stuff that happened after they got there. One of them wanted to put Horizon on PC before, but I think Leighton was against that. So that's probably why he stepped down. So one of them too, most likely Herman Holtz. Well, yeah, let's do the PC thing, test that out, see how it works. And some of the stuff that's been happening is, well, these are two new guys in charge now. So
Yeah, but they're
it's
talking.
it's a time to let them know that we won't take it.
That you're right about that. But once again, sometimes when a new regime comes in, shit goes left. Okay, it does. It honestly does. And now they're talking about an all digital and doing all this and doing all that. You're not Xbox. You're starting to sound like Xbox now. Stop that, because you're taking something that we as a community love and sending it to a place we don't want to be, which is hell. So we
True.
got to be careful for new regimes.
Mm-hmm.
If they're going to do this all digital and follow what Xbox is doing, like I said earlier, I don't want no part of it, because you ain't gonna, for a digital game. I don't care if it's your, top-notch game. You're not charging me $70 because you just got rid of all that. You have all this extra money because you're not making the discs. All right, you're not loading stuff on your disc. You're not making the packaging. You're not doing the artwork for the packaging. You're not shipping them out. You're not doing this. You're not doing that. One of their top-notch games that they're going to do digital, okay? Even for people that are doing digital, okay? Your top-notch game, 40, 45 on a digital, okay? If it's just one of your mediocre games, or your average game, maybe 30. If it's just whatever game, 20. You can't be overcharging people for stuff, okay? Physical, I could see, because it has to go to production. It does. It has to be made, it has to be processed, and then it has to be shipped, and then, all that other nonsense. But you're cutting all that out. You don't have to buy no materials. You don't have to pay people. You don't have to do nothing. And you still want to charge $70? No. And you dummies out there that are going to buy the old digital consoles and do that, wait and see what happens. When you get broken games and have to pay for DLC on top of that, and you go for a digital game, you're gonna be paying $100,
Nah, man.
$100, because you got your DLC now you got to pay for. Okay, that should have been in the game already. Like you said, at Malidor, it's not just a key. Don't give me just a key, or Cyber said it, or somebody said it. I don't want something if it was never in the game to begin with, and it's a new expansion of the game. That's different. But if they're going to just give you something that's already there, okay, that you should have had anyway, and if you continue to let them do what they're doing, they're never going to stop. They're going to keep giving you what they want to give you, okay? So with that, we're going to move on to the next topic, okay? We'll move on to the next topic, which I'm going to piggyback off of the last topic by addressing the Xbots now. Okay, there's reasons for that, and I'll tell you that when I'm done with the topic. All right, because y'all as a community get dumber by the day.
Second.
Honestly, by the video, by the tweet, everything y'all say has been grade A stupid when it comes to next generation and keeping the gaming community going forward. Grade A stupid. Okay. First of all, where should I start? Oh God. First off, we got guys up there in age. Okay, up there in age, acting like gangsters on YouTube. All right, that's the first thing. We got Xbox fanboys wanting to fight YouTubers.
Oh my God.
Okay, and what bugs me is this is the only way their channels get any traction. It is. That's what bugs me about this entire community. Is that the viewers entertain bullshit. They do. They don't support gaming videos or gaming streams, or they support much less than some crumb side drama. That's all they support, okay? And these grown ass men out there don't see how much of an ass they're making of themselves over plastic and companies that don't give a fuck about them. They don't care about your ass. Listen, I love PlayStation, okay? But I'd be lying to say, okay, if I'd be lying if I said, oh, Sony actually gives a fuck about me as a person. No, they don't. No, they don't. It's a company and a piece of plastic. They don't care. They don't care about your asses. They don't. Okay? They don't give a flying fuck about us, okay? As an individual. And I know that. I know that. You know, I say I love Sony, but I know deep down inside, they don't care. As me as an individual? Why should they care as me as an individual? Why? They don't. So Xbox, you should be asking yourself the same question. Why should they care about you? They don't. So stop waving that damn green flag. Oh, enough already. Anyway. And you know what? When I heard some of these clowns use the racist term like Jap over their imaginary console war, you know, the same console war that they think is still going on but has been over since 2015, shit like that boggles my mind. It really does. It boggles my mind, okay? Xbox fanboys these days are at the bottom of the barrel. Someone tell me how we went from having good Xbox fanboys. I mean, they were good fanboys. They were jackasses, but they were still good fanboys, okay? People like I'm going to name them, okay? Like Blazing Phoenix, Mooch, Crap Gamer, Next Gen, entire BGST squad, okay? To the community now being reduced to the bingo hall gangsters. Grown ass man, bingo hall gangsters. They play bingo and act like gangsters. They dress up and act like gangsters or try to talk like gangsters on YouTube. Okay? Seriously. What's funny is I heard one of them try to use being patriotic as a point during this particular time in history. Like I said, during this particular time in history, okay? In order to make your Xbox looks good to the racist subscribers and followers you have, you had to interject a point that doesn't even apply to you and then call another country racist and then take up for a piece of plastics that's not even produced in America, jackasses. Do you even see the holes in your logic? Do you see the holes in your logic? You try to be patriotic and say, oh, like some of you all say, oh, we only buy American. Well, then don't buy the Xbox because it ain't made here. All right?
Mm-hmm.
The company may be based here in America, but the product is not made here in America. Okay? It's like you Xbox fans have been on social media overreacting because Microsoft acquired a piece of a third-party company that you all haven't actually supported in the first place. And you're still not asking Xbox what they're going to do for you themselves. Are you asking that? No. Not what third-party companies are doing, but what they're going to do. Do you ever ask that? No, you don't. You just damage control and damage control and damage control and damage control. There is no this is no different than what I said in the beginning of the podcast. Because both companies need to be held on high standards and accountable for any bullshit they give us. Okay? This generation was good because we put the pressure on them. Okay? But now people taking the pressure right back off of them. And to be honest, Xbox never put pressure on Microsoft to begin with. So you know that was for you Sony people, okay? The gaming community did, okay? And you're all still buying their shitty console. Give them excuses for their shitty games, okay? Like when Battletoads came out and I put out the tweet, Xbox fanboys acted like I had the problem because I'm used to quality experiences. Battletoads looked like shit. With all the years that they had to do that, Phil Spencer talking about it for years, that game was shit. Okay, I don't care what they say. That game was shit. Okay, I can't believe people are dumb enough to get another Xbox console when Phil and and the gang hitting them with the same motto: most powerful console ever. Hmm. I'm
Game
sorry.
Pass, Game
Wasn't
Pass,
that
Game Pass,
wait?
right? Also,
Yeah. Wait a minute. 1 second. I'm sorry, but wasn't that supposed to be the Xbox One X? Now it's the new one. Go ahead, guys. Take it away because they aggravate me even talking about them. But I had to get that out because they go with whatever Uncle Phil says or Daddy Phil says. Phil says that with every console, it's the most powerful.
let's
It
just,
can't be the most
yeah.
powerful when you have another one. Go ahead.
Well, I'm sitting back watching, like looking at the tweets throughout the whole week. When I'm at work, I'm like, I was like, what is the hell is this dude talking about? Race, this Xbox, like, what the hell's going on? So I sat back and watched the whole thing, looked at the whole thing, all the way through the week. I'm like, that's probably why I left the Xbox community. You're midway of this, well, when you're after Donnie D left. So after Donnie D left the company, I left the Xbox. And the way they've been doing it, the way they're acting like little crybaby baby bitches. Hello?
No, I'm just listening to what you're saying. No, you're right. They do act like little bitches. They whine and cry, and these are
No.
and the
Here's the
videos
thing.
I'm seeing. The videos I'm seeing are grown ass men. These aren't like no teenagers or no 20-year-olds. These are grown ass men.
They cry baby bitches. I'm sorry, but that's the crybaby bitch who left gaming altogether, then want to come back, want to be gangster, call out next gen forward, and the rest of the guys made who built the bridge for their company, built the bridge for their community. They built it. They should have killed it. No shit from next gen, but you should have killed it. You should have killed should have killed it right then and there. When you left, you should have killed it.
Yeah.
You should have ended it right then and there. But here, well, with Phil Spencer, man, I swear, I was all in on Xbox at the beginning of this generation. At the beginning, because they had caught the games, like Killer Instinct.
Oh, Killer Instinct. That's one game I do like. Okay.
That's the first game I preloaded too, and Rise and Killer Instinct. That's like the only two games I played. But after that, I'm like, it just went to shit. So I stopped after 30 seasons of Killer Instinct. I stopped playing that. Bought a PS4 with the Last of Us remastered bundled in for free, and kept on playing it ever since. Playing PS4 since.
Mm-hmm.
I went back for a few days for a few months for Gears Rock, but that was it.
Yeah, you only go for what you like.
Yeah. Yeah. That's why. Yeah, I only played what I like, but after that, I'm like, the quality of games went down with the shit. So that's why I stopped playing it altogether afterwards. And,
First of all, I got somebody in the comments. Stop disputing everything I say. Okay? See, you're one of those fanboys. Xbox don't lie. Xbox tells you the truth. The hell if they didn't lie. They've always lied. Phil always lied. Don't even go there. Take your toxic ass somewhere else.
Oh my
Okay?
god.
You know I don't put, you guys know I don't put up with that shit. Don't dispute everything I say. I'm not the only one saying it. You're disputing me, but there are other people here agreeing with what I'm saying. Okay? And we are on Sony's ass, so don't say we're not, because what we were talking about in the first part of this. Okay? So you can't say I don't get on Sony's ass either. If I own the console, I can get on their ass. If I don't own the console and never have owned any of these consoles, then I can't talk about it. But I own that piece of shit plastic that you guys fight over all the time and say it's the best thing ever. I own that shit.
That's
Why don't you
why I
start
don't,
supporting shit? That's why they went digital, because y'all asses never supported a game on the goddamn consoles. That's probably why they did what they did. Because y'all are fucking lame asses. Just like y'all, put up these gangster things and come after PlayStation people and do all this shit. Okay? I got to ask a question. You'll sit there and talk about Xbox the whole time. Where are your games? Show up your games. I've showed up my games for all my consoles. Where's your gameplay? I've showed up gameplay for all my consoles. Where is your shit? You don't even stream games and talk to people and play games. You don't get a friend of yours to play a game with you and do a co-op or anything and stream. All you people out there that I see doing these videos, you spend hours and hours and hours on videos with no gameplay. So that goes to tell me that goes to show me you guys don't play games. So hush your fucking mouth and get out of here. Anyway, you guys go ahead and continue. I think I'm done. Go ahead, guys.
damn. Damn.
No. Well, when it comes to this, right? Look, in you want to talk about lying? It's funny, right? And this is what I'm saying, Princess, right? I mean, I'm not saying that Sony ain't perfect, right? None of them did.
No, they're not. Nobody's
they're
perfect.
not perfect, right?
No.
They're not perfect. But one thing is, right, that I noticed this generation, something do something like, like a foul, right? Like about the that we know in the last minute that Miles Morales and Horizon, the next Horizon, is going to be also on PS4, right? Which I do agree. Sony could have just been on front with that, and hey, it is what it is, right? Because I will say this, and you can say, right, how's that Miles Morales, Spider-Man Miles Morales and Horizon, they are also with PS4. And for what I'm seeing, it's because not only because there's some things, Demon Souls, Russian and Clan, I don't think they could not do those games at PS4 because the SSD, like the loading times, all that, it's just like a game changer, right? With Spider-Man, I think they're also using the PS5 power, but with PS4, there's some things that you were not able to do that the PS5 will do. That's what I'm saying, right? And also, you got to think about, look, it's freaking Spider-Man. Sony, they want all that money. Do you know what I mean? Because not everybody, let's be honest here, right? Not everybody 115 million, whatever the PS4 right now, they're not going to get, not everybody those 115 million PS4s going to jump in on the PS5. No, they're not. Let's be honest here. The hardcore is going to be day one. The hardcore. There's some of the casuals, they will take their time next year or whatever later on, you know what I mean? Sony wants you get that PS5 money and the PS4, which, hey, like I say, Spider-Man, that's a huge, huge, big game. Was also this generation is so like crazy. It's business. And at the end of the day, they did a business move. You know what I mean? They want all that bread, right? But the main point is, yeah, Sony lied about that. Like I said, they could have come in front, and it was like World War II, right? Oh shit, Sony. But when it comes to the Xbox, it's like we just gonna let it slide, right? We cannot have the same energy that we give Sony. We cannot have that with Xbox. It's like, oh, you're toxic. Why you do some? Why you guys so wrong? Why you gotta have to be sold down to to Xbox? You toxic. I'm like, get the fuck out of here, man. You guys over here talking about Sony doing all the anti-consumer, kind of like everything. In when it comes to the Xbox, y'all cannot have the same energy, right? We cannot that. You want to talk about lying? What about Microsoft, especially Phil Spencer, Phil Spentless, I call him, right? This motherfucker been lying all this generation. all this generation about hyping everybody out for the E3s, especially E3 to E3. We're gonna have the best lineup. It's gonna be crazy. We going to kill it. And what we get? Disappointments every freaking year, right? And y'all cannot have that. And this is what I'm saying, right? Y'all didn't have the same energy. Y'all didn't keep that. And that's why you guys didn't have a great, y'all didn't have that we can say a great generation. Like this generation was horrible for that. It's just like Microsoft wanted to finish the generation like to as soon as possible because it was so bad, right? And listen, y'all want to say Game Pass. Listen, that's like an option if you pretty much in a low budget and you, like I said, not everybody can go out there and spend $60 a pop, right? Fine. But me, I'm very fortunate. I also thank God that I can be able to go out there and buy my games with my own money, and that I can, you know what I mean. I feel blessed because I like to feel I want to support the devs the right way. Okay, don't say, "Oh, let's put this game on Game Pass or even on PS Now." I don't care. Okay, because those devs they're not going to get like millions of dollars just to put them in. No, they're not. I feel that I'm contributing more, giving them a $60, especially those small studios, like indie
Yeah.
studios, especially those ones. Like they don't have that big budgets. They don't have all that. And I feel me considering getting my money day one there, I'm helping them more. And you can say, oh, what do you care about them? What should you care? You're the consumer. If you say money, that's better for you. You know what? You can say that, man. You know what? Do you do that? Me, I'm gonna feel like I want to do it right, and I want to. If I love that game, I cannot wait. Like I said, Ghost, I was there day one, and I was like the most happiest $60 I freaking had spent. Like you know what I mean? That's what I'm saying.
El Matador, you were talking about that game since they announced it. Every time we talked, you talked about Ghost. I can't wait. It's crazy. I just have one comment to make to the asshole in the chat. First of all, you come here and you not allow me to have my opinion. You denounce everything I say. So, no, you're not going to have your opinion. This is my stream. This is my chat. Take your ass somewhere else. Okay? I ain't mad. I just don't like people who don't like me to have my own opinion. And you don't allow me or the people on my panel to have their own opinion. Okay? You say you can't have, because you have a different opinion. You can have your opinion. But don't tell me my opinion's wrong either.
Exactly.
Go to an Xbox channel, okay? Hear them. Oh, I forgot. You can't do that because they don't talk about games or the real shit, do they? They don't talk about something real. Oh, I forgot. They just drama and gangsters and just threaten people and want to whoop people's asses over a piece of plastic or a console war that don't exist. I forgot. That's all they do. They don't give you knowledge. They just make you laugh, probably. That's your entertainment. Bullshit. And their racism, too. I forgot about that. Don't forget the racism they pull. Is that why you don't go there? Because you don't like that toxic part of it? And they don't give you knowledge? I've always given knowledge. Always. And I bring people on here that can contribute their knowledge. So go to an Xbox channel and go love your fanboys. Go suck a dick or something, please. Bye. Go ahead, El Matador.
No, just to finish off, like, and about this guys threatening people and like talking about racism. It's just, and this is what I'm saying, like, in this podcast, these guys just talking about tech. Oh, the Xbox are gonna have RDNA2, the PS4 don't have that, blah 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 blah. I'm like, shut up. Like, y'all motherfuckers be acting like y'all some developers, right? And then you saw fucking on Twitter. Like that, the dads are pretty much coming in and say, "Hey, we are enjoying working on the PS5 more than the Series X, right?" And I'll bet they cannot. It's just like like blood coming out of their like ears. Like I don't want to hear that. Like I don't like they don't want to hear it, man. I just don't get it. I mean, yo, why are you doing all this? I call it non-profit work. Like Microsoft don't give a two fucks about you. Look, and shout out to Kids Move. Kids Move is just that dude. So he loves me sometimes, bro. And Kids Move go out. Shout out to him. He be doing all this advertisement for the Xbox, right? And the dude don't get nothing. Some of these streamers on Twitter, right? They don't do that much advertisement that he does, and they be getting some care packages and for the X Cloud and all this stuff, free years of Game Pass, right? And they don't do nothing, Princess. You said something positive about Xbox, right? It's like, oh, let me just have a field day and have to talk about great about Xbox. And Xbox says, oh, I'm going to send you a care package. Thank you for talking so nice about us. You deserve a care package. And Kids Move, he be talking about Xbox, doing all this every freaking day. And he don't get shit. Like, he don't get nothing, man. I'm like, yo, I feel bad for him. They're like, yo, like Kids Move, tell me you should be feel so bad and you feel like, yo, fuck this. Like, how these guys get so much stuff and I promote Xbox way more than they do, and I don't get nothing. That's crazy. That means should be getting like 5 Series X for all the promotion this guy have been doing this generation for the Xbox. But nope, gotta buy yourself, boy. You gotta buy with your own money, and that's what I'm saying, man. Like, you guys, I'm not saying. Look, you can have a preference, right? You like Xbox, great, man, great. Nothing wrong with that, bro. Me, I'm a PlayStation guy. I will go with PlayStation because I like their exclusives. They suddenly knows how to, like, especially the third-party deals, the diversity they got in this generation. It's just insane, and that's what I like about them. And I'll be honest, I'm doing some stupid shit. I will go out there and I will let them know. I said, something, why are you doing? No, remember who was putting you where you at right now. Remember who are you? Us, the hardcore, the ones. That's what we're doing. Us,
Amanda, before you continue, hey, cornball. I know your name begins with corn, but you're a cornball. Shut up. Ain't nobody talking bad about Smooth, okay? We actually like Smooth, okay? Smooth is very entertaining, all right?
Oh my
So
God.
there you go. And don't call, and watch how, you see, you're being racist. And don't do that. Don't do that. He said something about that, because you were talking, that you sound like an illegal.
Ooh.
Really, dude?
See the toxic shit that comes in here. This is what I'm talking about when it comes to racism. Okay? Stop it. Take that shit somewhere else.
Oh, man.
Okay?
Poor guy. You say, President, don't pay mind to this stupidity. Don't pay no mind. They're just a bunch of slaves, man.
That's why I called him cornball.
Damn.
Well, first part of his name is corn, so I called him cornball. I don't know the rest of it because I didn't pay attention to it. I just saw corn and cornball came to my head. Yeah. So, no, I mean, but this is what I'm talking about. Matador, earlier, when you started talking, you brought up a good point. Why should you support the devs? Because if you support the devs, you're going to get a better game. You're going to get the next game is going to be more quality. You're going to have quality. You're going to have you're going to have a better game. You don't support the devs and they ain't got the money to do what they need to do. You're going to get a shit ass game. There you go. That's why you support devs. And if you have something to say, if you didn't like something in the game, constructive criticism, like I said earlier. Because I've sent stuff to devs and I've gotten constructive answers right back. And they told me they appreciated my honesty. I didn't cuss them out. I could have, but I didn't do that. I told them how I felt and what could have been better in the game and what I didn't like about the game and what I did like about the game. And they appreciated that. So you can do something in this gaming community if you do it constructively. And they will listen if you do it constructively. That's all I'm saying. El Matador, were you done with your topic? El Matador?
I don't see him. What happened to him? Might have happened. What happened to me earlier?
I'm
I
back.
had technical
I'm back. So
difficulties.
it kicked
I
me
got
out.
I got booted out. Had to reset my phone. I mean, all kind of stuff, and switch to Wi-Fi to get back in here.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what happened.
Okay. So, what are your thoughts about what we were just talking about? Cyber, because you've been quiet for a while.
Can I say something for 1 minute? Yo, corn sauce.
Yeah, go ahead.
Fuck up.
Go ahead.
Yo, corn sauce. Fuck up. You're racist
Don't
ass
worry.
piece of shit.
Yeah.
No.
Don't even worry about him.
No, but no. First, I think I was cut off. I think I was booted out while I was saying this. I was talking about myself. I said, look at this idiot, right? I said it. If you like Xbox, that's fine, right? But I'm just saying, if y'all motherfuckers, when as soon as Sony do something, like it was spooky, right? Like they like, oh, y'all right there, like y'all over there, calling out Sony, making fun, right there, right? But when it comes to Xbox, your motherfucker just stay back and fall back. And instead of, being honest, you're like, yo, thank you, Phil. You know what, Phil? I don't know what you guys talking about. Phil, bro, Xbox bag has been Xbox has been the best thing ever, like since he took charge. And I'm like, yo, this guy's so crazy. Yeah, he kind of makes some moves now, like with the acquisition, and that's cool. That's cool. I mean, I still think some of these games from Bethesda that still come to the PS5. I think those games are going to still multi-platform. Hey, that's a W for me. Another reason I know how to buy an Xbox. So I'm saying is you can have a preference, man. But look, coming in here doing some racing stuff and I know the other something about Smooth. I'm saying that I feel bad for him because he doing all this stuff for Microsoft and he don't get shit. So I'm not saying I feel bad for him though. I'm talking shit. After all the advertisement that he does, he should be getting at least 2 Series X for free. That's it.
All right, Cyber. What do you have to say about what we were talking about?
Well, if you can point me to the topics, remember I was in and out. I had technical difficulties.
Basically,
I didn't hear nothing y'all said earlier.
All right,
Up until the Smooth thing, I heard that part.
Oh, okay.
And you going off on the chat, the person in the chat. Yeah, I heard that part.
All right. Basically, we were talking about. We went back to the Xbox fanboys and how they act like gangsters. Bingo hall gangsters and shit. How they like to talk shit and do all that. I mean, we were talking about that and how they don't keep the same energy. And I was also talking about how people that the Xbots, not the true fans, the Xbots, don't play games because all you see is videos of them talking about, like El Matador said, talking about tech and specs and this, that, and the other. They spend hours and hours talking shit about PlayStation or PlayStation people or threatening YouTubers over bullshit, but yet they don't produce any games, any gameplay. Right. They don't do any streams. They don't do anything. And they still think the console war is going on that ended in 2015. We're talking almost 6 years ago. They're still living back there and stuff like that.
Okay. Well, one thing I did notice, there's a lot of PlayStation S channels, podcasts, talk about PlayStation this. But one thing is prevalent in most PlayStation channels, like Persona's channel, Jabari, Sick, and others. They play games. They stream games.
All right,
they do that.
Cyber, you get a cyber whooping because you didn't say me, because you know I play games.
I play games too, Cyber.
I apologize.
Me too, bro. I mean, I don't stream, but I play my games, man.
Yeah, we all play
Right.
games. We all play games.
I'm just messing with you. I'm just
I know, I know. But then the first thing you mentioned about the thugging stuff that's been happening, I've seen a few, I guess, Xbox zealots who are kind of pissed off because some of their comrades decided to go and play with blue for as PlayStation instead of green. And they more or less saying, well, they're saying this now because they got a feeling that Xbox is going to win this next generation. So they kind of putting this out there now for them not to come back to the Xbox side if Xbox wins. That's basically what they're saying because they feel as though the Xbox is going to destroy next generation, and then that's not going to be the case. It's going to be the same outcome of this current generation. You're going to have the next generation. And so they more or less tell them, like Zaire and Crab and Red Dragon, just to name a few. Don't mean the main name drop, but those are the ones who were targeted by these individuals.
No, wait a second. There was one person that I listened to before I got on stream that told the Titanfall princess not to come back. I'm not wanted. Don't come home. Man. You're not a patriot no more. You don't belong here no more. You're not a citizen no more. Basically, you whatever. And I was like, wait a minute. First of all, who gives? I don't give a fuck about the Xbox. I'll go if there's a game they put up that I want to play, but that's it. I don't play the shit like that. Okay, I don't, and I'm not going to. Okay, but they put my name in that shit.
Oh snap! And they're trying to play the American card. Buy American. Xbox is American.
No,
yet the consoles are built in China. So, that's not 100% American. You know what I'm saying?
It actually
and I guarantee any one of these individuals in their home, there is something in there that's not American in their own house. Appliances and TVs, refrigerators, furniture, all that stuff.
I got a question. What about the car? What about the cars?
Yes.
Are you buying like true American cars?
Yeah.
That are actually manufactured or something that's made here? Are you? No.
No.
And I got a question. Even if it is made here, do all the parts come from here? Or you get some parts from somewhere else? Because then it's not truly all American. So
the other narrative, go ahead.
No, I was going to say, just because you buy an Xbox here in America, don't mean that all the parts are from here. Because they're not. Yes. Idiots.
And then the next thing I seen was the Bethesda purchase.
No, Lord.
Now, I'm not going to go into deep about that. It's at the aftermath. There's a lot of individuals on the Xbox side. Some of these guys are starting to flip now, meaning they're hoping that everything Bethesda will stay exclusive on the Xbox console. Ryan McCafferty on IGN mentioned that, why would Microsoft spend $7.5 billion to get Bethesda to put their games on other platforms? Well, you're going to have to if you want to make that money back. If you don't, your fan base is in Game Pass, so they're not buying those games. Now, you're hoping that others will come across the pond, to get Game Pass so they can play Bethesda games. Well, people just will forget about Bethesda. There's only a few on the Sony side and Nintendo who are true diehard Bethesda fans, but it's not a lot. It's not a lot. And it's already stated that the two exclusives that were being done by Bethesda for PlayStation, that's still happening.
Cyber, give me 1 second. What's up, Sick? Anybody, my mods that are in there, anybody comes in here with some racist shit or whatever, just get rid of them. All right, block them. Because we don't need that here, okay? We don't need it. But go ahead, Cyber.
Yeah. So then there's like two top games coming down the line, that Starfield game and then Elder Scrolls 6. But already I seen an article from I forgot who it was from, but it stated that the Elder Scrolls Online, well, those were all still going over to Series X, Series S, and PS5. So that's going to carry forward. So you can expect Elder Scrolls 6 to be coming there later. It's just that most of the older Bethesda games, yes, those are going in the Game Pass directly.
Yeah, they're going.
That's a given. Yeah, that's
I
a given.
I I doubt if nothing's not going to go straight to Game Pass because that's what Phil already announced. My
Hmm.
thing when it comes to Game Pass, okay, all right, for some people it may be good to have, like I said, and if that's your thing, enjoy it. Okay, I'm not
Hmm.
knocking you for enjoying it. Okay, but it's just not for me. Okay,
Yeah.
it's just like if they came out with, just say for an example, they came out with 5 games that were phenomenal, and they put them on Game Pass. You guys got to realize you can't access every game on Game Pass. They switch it up. Unless they have something that you can get every game that they have there, don't you know they switch that Game Pass shit up a lot.
Yeah.
All right. So if you don't finish a game, you either got to wait until it comes back or you got to go buy it.
Hmm.
So you wasted Game Pass because you're gonna have to buy the game anyway. Because you can't play,
True.
you can't some games if they're huge games you can't play from start to finish, especially if you're working or something like that, and you only have a certain amount of time to game. You can't finish that game all in one shot, and maybe you don't want to continue playing it. Maybe you're a little frustrated with that game. Oh, I want to try this one out and see what it's about because it was intriguing to me. If you gotta take one game and do start to finish before you can start another game. And then if you
True.
want a game on there, it could be gone by the time you finish that other game. Think of that when it
Exactly.
comes to Game Pass. Okay, it's not to me designed to be consumer friendly. It's not.
Hmm.
All right, for some people it may be, okay, but for others it's not. If you're a real gamer and you like to game, if they take that off, either you gotta buy it or you better not go to work and just play games 24/7 for the
Right.
month so you can finish those 5 games. Come on now. I mean, it's not for some people it is, but for others who really love gaming it's not. Okay, to me that's more for a casual person,
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah,
Okay.
basically.
for the low budget people, they can.
Or some people can't afford it, right?
Yeah, they can
Hmm.
afford it. Like I said, not everybody can go to the store and pop. I wanna buy these 2 games. Like they can pop out $120 like that. So that's cool. Like I said, Game Pass, good for that. But for me, I feel you put in your day one games, your big blockbusters on Game Pass, especially they do these deals that $1.
Hmm.
I feel, and you know what? Even Jim Ryan say it. Like I'm like, look, we spend millions of dollars, 100+ millions of dollars to make this game. You think I'm just want to put that shit in on a service? Just like like come on, man. Like we
You know what you were saying, what you just said about them putting it on day one, which we said in the past too.
yeah,
One word,
Hmm.
one word we could use to describe what they do to that game: devalue. It
Hmm.
exactly.
devalues the game before it even gets started, and that's not fair to the developers even.
Exactly. Now $1, man. It's just bro. It's just like you put in your game day one. They be doing that $1. Like, look, Halo Infinite, right? Like I know the game, you know what I mean, looks yeah. But it's just like they be treating their big titles, big legendary, very respectable titles, and they just throwing in there like it's just nothing. And for me, I think that's very disrespectful. I'm like, imagine throwing God of War, all this Ghost of Tsushima, like that's just slap in the face to your developers. It's like, yo, why are you throwing my game as a bargain? Like my game just like is it really that worth it? $1? Like you can say, oh, that's a
They they
promotion. I'm like,
they
it doesn't
they
matter.
El Matador. They sent it to the dollar store.
Yeah, man. You can say yeah, I mean, you can say there's a promotion going on to bring people, but I'm like, I don't care. You people still going and putting as $1, and it's just like, no, man. Like you can put the game maybe 6 months later, fine,
Mm-hmm.
fine,
That's what
but
I've been
not
saying.
day one, man. Wait a little longer, man. Yeah, you'll be surprised the copies that you might freaking can sell. You know what I mean? Yeah, they'll be surprised. Like Halo, even at the game, but there's a lot of hardcore Halo heads that will go and freaking buy it, man. And that's how I feel like Microsoft, they want to say, oh, we got 15 million subscribers. But even Evan Cheeseburger said they're not making money. They're not making money, man. He even said it. They're not making money. The
Cheeseburger.
profit that they talk, they're not making it. And that's why they're going all this shit with S Cloud. Microsoft pretty much wants to look. Now they're pushing out S Cloud in Japan because Japan is very, mobile and all that, right? They're making a big push. Microsoft pretty much wants to also have it on PC. We just push it hard on Japan. They want to just have a little bit of everything. And that's why I said, I think Microsoft, when it comes to the Bethesda, I don't think Microsoft is going, like, Microsoft, look, we are here in the long haul. We want to make money.
El
Okay?
Matador, El Matador, let me just address somebody because they said if you have, you know, 15 million subscribers, right?
Okay.
For 12 months, $1 a month, that's 180 million. Jackass, do you think one thing? If you had that many subscribers, half of them paid $60 for a game, okay? It'd be a hell of a lot more than that. So that's what we're trying to say. They could make more money and the developers will be happier. Okay. You're putting them in a bargain bin. And if you don't play that game immediately, okay, it's off the list. So it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. That's for a company like that, that's nothing. That's nothing. Okay, not counting the people they gotta pay, okay, and all the other shit that they gotta do. You gotta pay developers. That ain't enough to cover marketing. That ain't enough to cover the developers, okay, and the work they do. Unless you're gonna pay them, what are you gonna pay them? $1 an hour? Yeah, okay, duh. Man, you people have no sense. See, that's what I'm talking about Xbox people. They have no sense. You could poke holes in everything they say. They're like, you know what they are? When they talk, it's like a piece of Swiss cheese, all holed up, because their shit don't make sense. It's got holes in it. Their philosophies, their thoughts, their ideas, it all got holes in it, like Swiss cheese. Damn.
Yeah, man. These guys, like, they be taking everything Microsoft give them. Like, Microsoft can just, like, hey, you know what? We're gonna take physical. We not gonna do no more physical. Let's say, and we just gonna do everything digital. They're like, yes, thank you, Microsoft. Thank you for taking me that physical. Like, they literally will take anything that Microsoft, and this is why Microsoft have been so down this generation, because these guys, everything feels sad. It's the best thing ever. They just don't want to have the same look. And there's some guys in the YouTube, especially for the Xbox enthusiasts. There's some guys there that they do play their games. I give them respect. But there's some, especially one, that he play his games, but when it comes to Xbox, he don't hold him accountable enough.
I agree.
You know what I mean?
I do have respect for those who are actual gamers over there. I do. That are just trying to enjoy their game and not get caught up in the bullshit. My only thing is, if you really like to game, you have to speak out against those who are fucking up your preferred console.
Yeah, like, I don't
speak up
care
against them. You don't have to get nasty. You don't have to get crazy. You don't have to cuss them out. Say, yo, back the fuck up a little bit. You're ruining my gaming experience.
Yeah. And I don't care, you, Phil Spencer, your friends, you're talking. I don't give a damn. I would go Phil, listen, bro. Listen, talk to me. Escucha. Like, you cannot be coming here and do these interviews. Like, you be looking stupid, bro. Like, you need to, like, I don't know, hire somebody to speak for you. Like, I don't like these people. Like, they're close to fail, right? As long as you say something bad, right? Or let's say you make a video and you give some bad feedback. Oh, Microsoft, Phil didn't like that. Or some other people from the Xbox didn't like your video, what you said, And like, I'm like, I don't give a fuck. I'm telling you what I saw, and what I saw was wrong. This, what you said, all this what's going on is not right. I'm not going to hear capping and y'all like, no, I'm not going to put a fake smile just so you make. No, I'm not. I'm going to be honest.
And you
this
know
is
why you're honest, El Matador? Is because you own the console.
yes,
Just like me, I own the console. That's why I'm honest. Okay,
yeah.
that's why I'm
And so
honest because I own it. I bought that. Okay, and I believed in the beginning they were going to do like, especially even when the new regime came in. That's why I get worried about new
yeah,
regimes that coming everywhere because
Mm-hmm.
I thought they were going to, continue the trend that the 360 did and make it better, and they
no,
didn't. And they
they didn't.
didn't.
They didn't, yeah. And like I said, some of these guys, they gonna lie. They gonna look. They can say so. At least some have come out and said, you know what? I'm an Xbox guy, but I enjoy PlayStation games more than the Xbox game in this entire generation. Like that's something that they will be clinched to say it, but they know deep down in their heart that this generation they bought a PlayStation on the side and they had way more enjoyment from what an Xbox did. Yeah, you can use that as a multiplayer box, but talk to your friends. But exclusive wise, Sony just destroyed Xboxes. Make them look like I mean, yeah, Microsoft they're making some moves. Yeah, like good for Bethesda. Great. That's why. And look, in that interview, what was like 3 days ago, right, with Tom Howard, and that was a liar too, by the way. And I think I can see why because of course they had a good history, but
Mm-hmm.
Microsoft even on the OG Xbox, right? Which that's true. But also I noticed that I think they want to do something like with Obsidian with that what's the name of that game with the bugs and all that? What's the name of
Fallout.
Yes. They want to put some unfinished games because even Bethesda's come and said, "Yo, we were not doing good, man. Like the sales and numbers, like things was not looking good, yo. Things were not looking good, and they want to Xbox so they can have friendly. They can put some unfinished games so they can like finish it over time.
Un-
I think that's what like Bethesda. That's one of the reasons they joined them. And I'm not gonna lie. I'm like, yeah, that's cool. You can have more time and stuff, but I don't want you guys now giving up unfinished games just to I'm not gonna support that. You know what I mean?
My thing is too, when it comes to Microsoft, they don't do one thing that Sony does, and I've said this for a long time, which aggravates me about Microsoft. They always don't give creative freedom to the developers. You're not a developer. Sony will say, go ahead and do it. If they don't like it, they'll tell you, but
Yeah,
they'll give you the creative freedom to do what you need to do. And if it comes out bad, they'll tell you it's bad, start over.
yeah,
Microsoft don't do that. Microsoft will be nitpicking it out. We want it this way. We want it that way. We want it this way. We want it that way. And you wind up with a shit ass game or a game that's partly good and partly broken. Okay. Not complete. Okay. And it's not right. You're not a developer. Okay. I heard Phil Spencer say so many times, I'm a gamer. Well, you know what? If you're such a gamer, I want to see your motherfucking gameplay. Show me your collection of games. Because I doubt if you have it, because I don't think you're a gamer like you say you are. You may like the idea of gaming. I don't think you're a gamer like you say you are. Because if you were, Microsoft wouldn't be going in the direction they're going right now.
well, this
That's,
fall, go ahead.
no, I'm just saying it wouldn't
Yeah.
be going in the direction it's going right now.
Mm-hmm. Well, this fall, you will see we're doing a course in the next 9 months, starting October 1st. You can see a good tail at the tape, a measurement about the industry and where it's going. You got several publishers and developers dropping brand new games for the new consoles going through the fall season and the first 6 months of 2021. All these third-party developers and publishers, well, most of those games, I think all those games are not going into Game Pass. So this fall, Call of Duty, what's that? Cyberpunk, um, Assassin's Creed Valhalla, Far Cry 6 in February. So far, they already had the NBA 2K and the Madden in fall. None of these games are going into Game Pass. So that means that fan base is going to have to buy these games if they want to play them, or wait 2 years for it to end up in Game Pass. So developers will see that this fall that, well, Sony fans, I guess PC and Nintendo, they buying the third party games. The Xbox guys, they're just going to just play like Game Pass and wait. So yeah, those numbers will be coming out, and you'll see. I said it's another person's podcast. Third party sell millions of copies of games on PlayStation and Nintendo.
My
Millions
thing,
of copies are sold.
you know what's funny? Xbox actually has conditioned Xbots not to buy. They've conditioned them not to buy games. They have. So that's why they're going to wait. They'll wait 2 years to play a game. I ain't wait. If I want to play a game, I'm not waiting 2 goddamn years to play a game to put on Game Pass. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I'm a gamer at the end of the day. And that's what I said even earlier in the stream. What pissed me off about watching what Sony was doing, I'm a fighting game person. I see no fighting games on there. Like I said, I only saw 2 games that interest me at all the games. Okay? Demon Souls and Ratchet and Clank. Those are 2 that interest me. Okay? So was I pleased with what Sony did with that? Hell motherfucking no, I wasn't.
Nope.
And I could say it. And I could say it. And I'm a Sony person. I love Sony, but I can call Sony out. This is what these bots, when they come into my chat, need to understand. I do put down Sony well, I don't put them down. I tell them what I'm unhappy about. Yes. And what would make me happy. Okay? I don't need to put down a piece of plastic. I can talk intelligently, just like I can if I was talking to Xbox. I'll talk to you intelligently. Fact is, Xbox won't listen. Okay? And I've said it before and I'll say it again. You talk to developers about a game that came out and wasn't the way you wanted it, played like shit, or whatever happened. You talk to a developer and say, I like this about the game, I like this about the game, I like this about the game. But now I'm going to give you the bad news. I didn't like this, I didn't like this, and I didn't like this.
There you go.
This is what I think you should have done, okay, which would have made it better, in my opinion. And you have to say, my opinion, okay? And not telling them that, you're absolutely right. No, this is my opinion. This is what would have made me happy with the game.
Right.
They will respond, because I've had developers respond to me and answer me back and appreciated what I said. And they told me that. So if more gamers would do it that way instead of cussing people out and acting like gangsters, okay, and tough guys, especially these old farts, because y'all don't even play games, all right? You pretend you play games, and you're only on YouTube like at 20 hours out of a day, because you got to get at least 4 hours sleep. But sorry, you need to. Plus, you need your time when you take your Geritol to go to the bathroom. So yeah, you need those. They need to stop and be serious about this. If you love the gaming industry, then be serious. Stop sitting back and letting people take your money and get nothing, no worth out of what they take from you. Because basically you're saying, I'm going to give you my money, but I ain't worth shit because I'm not asking for better. So you're basically saying about yourself, you ain't worth nothing. No, me personally, I'm worth a lot. And I'm not going to let nobody take my money and just give me nothing or give me shit. I'm not going to do it. And that's what needs to happen in this gaming community. Like I said, I used in the past, because it's something that people use to get around. I always use a car as an example. If you buy a car and it ain't working right, are you just going to say, oh, that's okay, I'll just keep fixing it, no problem. And it's a brand new car, or it's supposed to be a brand new car, or pre-owned car, or something like that should have no issues. Are you going to keep pacify. It's okay. It's okay. Yeah, I'll pay you all this to do it. Yeah, it's all right. It's all right. No, you're not. You're gonna take that bitch back. You're gonna call the bank and say, I'm paying for this. You ain't gonna lay out that money every month to have a car that don't work half the time. You're not gonna do it. You're not gonna do it. You're gonna buy an appliance in your house and it doesn't work. You're just gonna keep on going buying the same product over and over again. No, you want your money back. So demand better. It's your money. Be a consumer. That's why shit's going on the way it is in this world, and you're getting shit products because nobody's speaking up. And it's not only the gaming industry, but we're talking about gaming. This is a gaming podcast, so I'm talking about that. But y'all need to speak up about everything. Let your voice be heard. It's your money. It's your money. Bottom line, it's your money. Not theirs. It's yours. So if you want the best, demand the best. Or just don't buy it. That's another good way of showing any company that you want better. Don't buy the product. Don't rush out and buy it. They'll be like, oh, okay, well, what did we do wrong? Well, you didn't give me this. You didn't do this. You didn't show me that. You didn't do this. You didn't do that. That's why I'm not buying it day one. That's it. That's what you got to do. Speak with your wallet. And how many times over the past time I've been podcasting have I always said to all y'all in the community, it doesn't matter whether you're Xbox or whether you're PlayStation or whether you're Nintendo. Speak with your wallet. Speak with your wallet. That's where it hurts them the most. Your wallet hurts them because you don't take that wallet out. They're upset. They're crying. They need their money. They want that money. It's going to hurt them. It ain't going to hurt you. It's going to hurt them.
Yeah.
So, does anybody want to add anything to this or have a subject or a little topic that they want to bring up that I haven't discussed yet?
The pre of the PS5.
You could talk about whatever you want.
No, did you pre-order the PS5 already?
No.
No. Okay.
Nope.
Yeah,
I pre-ordered one through Sony. They pulled my name.
One? Any place I went, it was sold out.
Yeah, man. I was trying to
but you know what? I'm not actually in a rush to get it because I didn't see enough to make me say, shit, I want that right now. Besides the fact that it's been sold out everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Or, you can't get, do anything. So, yeah, I'm not in a rush at this moment. I'm not. I mean, like I said, El Matador, you weren't here yet. And I know Philip agreed with me. Where's the fighting games?
They're coming.
El Matador. You can at least tell El Matador.
They're coming. That's what I said. I said they'd be coming mid generation.
Okay.
Mid-generation.
Yeah.
No, I don't want to wait mid-generation. I'll wait like 6 months or so after it comes out. But
that's what happens with PS4 mid-generation.
I'm tired of waiting. I'm tired of waiting. I don't want to wait. I want my fighting games.
Understood.
But
many of the fighting games are like they come up. It's from all
right, somebody's got something going on in the background. It needs to be shut down because it's too loud.
Dog. Yeah.
All right, that's better. All right, go ahead, guys, because I couldn't hear you.
No, yeah, I think most of the fighting games that that we see are come from Japan. I mean, the ones that you get here in the West, it's like Mortal Kombat, Injustice, the UFC,
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, they should be coming soon, hopefully.
First of all, wait, I gotta just say something. Don't worry about who I date. All right, see, here you go again. Don't worry about what type of man I date. See, this is a gaming community. This is a gaming podcast. Why are you concerned about who I date?
Fucking weirdo, man! Get a freaking life, bro. How about
coming out of the woodwork?
How about you ask yourself why I don't get a life? How about you ask yourself that? Like God, that's some weird, some random awkward.
No, but you know what? You know what it is? It's also because they're racist. They're racist
Yeah,
because he made sure
that
he
too.
said he made sure he specifically said why date a black man when you're
Wow,
white. So
Jesus
he was specific.
Christ,
So it's a racist once again. But why worry
unbelievable,
about who I date? Okay, why
unbelievable.
why worry about who I date? Why don't you worry about who you're in bed with, not who I'm in bed with?
He
Damn,
ain't got none. He ain't got none.
they ain't got no life because they ain't got nobody.
Yeah, but in the basement, mommy, yeah, yeah. Fucking, oh my god, bro. But
All right.
yeah, man. I mean, I cannot wait, man. I'm
Also,
excited for next year.
I'm gonna say, don't worry about the shade of hand you date, because that's all you're gonna get.
Ooh,
Rosie Palm and her 5 sisters.
there you go.
So
Oh,
don't stop. You people need to stop worrying about me, about who I
mhm.
date. This is a gaming channel, okay? Stop bringing my life into this, okay? I mean, just like y'all were saying that I need to whiten up my channel. Don't worry about who's on my channel and who I speak to and who I enjoy talking to about gaming. Okay?
But he
These are my friends. Okay? These are my friends. And I'm gonna enjoy speaking to true gamers and people that support me as a person. Y'all don't support me, y'all come in here and act stupid.
Mm.
So
hold
I'm gonna flip you the finger right now, and I'm sure you can close your eyes and see it. Okay, I'll flip you the birdie. All right, and I got my hand up in your face, like shut up. My hands up.
oh my god.
Hey, these people are stupid. See what I'm saying? We can't have a gaming podcast and just talk about gaming and gaming
Mhm.
community without people coming in here acting stupid, calling
My
people
god.
names, calling people
Mhm.
immigrants, doing this, doing that. It's stupid. What up, Breezy Bra? I saw you down there. I almost forgot because that guy got me going. Sorry, Breezy. Yeah, I know. We're all the fighting games, right, Breezy? Right? Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. I saw that comment too. You can't wait either. So, but yeah, why do people got to come in here and act stupid? Honestly, they come in here and they can't even talk sensibly about anything. You know what I'm saying? They can't. They can't talk about gaming. All right. If you disagree with me on gaming, that's fine. Put it down in the comments. But don't come in here and talk racism and bullshit. I don't want to hear that shit. There's enough bullshit going on. We don't need to hear that shit. Leave that somewhere. You know, go to your Xbots channels and listen to them talk about that shit. You put all those comments in there, they'd love them. I don't like that shit here. Take it somewhere else. But anyway, does anybody have anything else that they might want to bring up?
Oh, I will say this: Ghost of Tsushima, give me the year. Book on it.
I knew you were
Yeah.
gonna say that.
Oh man, yeah, I
Not
cannot.
only that, do you see
Yeah,
the Dan showcase today?
they did it. What you
Hello?
said?
Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
No, we couldn't hear you. Matador was saying, what'd you say?
I said, have you seen the Dan showcase today from Capcom? He showed a little bit what he can do.
No,
No,
I
I
didn't see
didn't think
nothing
that.
from Capcom today either. No.
Yeah,
No,
I
No,
didn't.
no, I saw it. I saw it.
Oh.
I put
What was it?
I viewed it. It was much more like Dan, what he can do for right now. But they didn't show showed the whole trailer for it.
for what
Showed
game?
like what his normal attacks is and what his special moves is. And yes, it taunted the Yusuke now.
What game?
Hello?
Can you hear
Hello?
me?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can hear
What game? What game?
Street Fighter Five.
Oh,
Dan
really?
Dan Hibiki was showcased today.
Wow, I didn't see none for Street Fighter
Yes,
Five.
your favorite character in Titanfall.
Hey, He ain't he one of my favorite. Yeah, he's all right. He's all right. Dan's crazy. You know me. You know me. I like the crazy characters. I like the crazy characters. I like ones that people can't stand, that are hard to use, that are hard to adapt to. Those are the ones I pick.
Yeah.
I don't pick the easy ones in fighting games. It's just like everybody goes by script when it comes to combos. I like to make up my own. I liked it.
Well, Dan's for you then.
Well,
That's what
that's what I'm
you
saying. Go ahead.
Yeah.
All right, you want to keep talking? We'll play some Street Fighter and I'll get Dan out and whoop you behind.
No, I'm serious.
What do you mean? No. Oh, he got scared, Dan. Oh, what's the matter, Phil? You got scared?
No, because
Make it happen.
today.
Make it happen. Make it happen.
He was showcased today, so I'm just letting you know he was showcased today.
Oh, okay. No, I'm busting your chops. You know that.
Yeah, I know. You know I'm gonna be fighting back tomorrow. Be fighting Farron tomorrow.
Hey, Matador, you ready for
What's up?
Legends, man? Legends
Oh,
dropping in
my God.
October.
Yo, man, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I can still believe that shit is coming. Like when I saw the announcement, like the trailer, I'm like, what the hell is this? Like it came out of nowhere.
That's
Like
the best.
I'm like, yo, are they really doing this right now? And you know what? This is what I'm saying, man. Shout out to freaking Sucker Punch, man. That studio is so overrated. Like that studio deserves so much praise, man. Like don't get me wrong, I like Santa Monica, Gorilla with Horizon. They did an amazing job, right? But Sucker Punch just went out of their way.
It's been a while since I played that game.
They went out of their way to sucker punch your ass, so you didn't see it coming.
I didn't see it coming, man. I didn't see it coming.
That's what a sucker punch is. You don't see it coming.
I didn't see it coming, man. They really. Let me give you the smoke real quick, and I got it, man. I got it. Like, and I cannot wait for this, man.
I just want to give a shout out to Zen World. Yeah, I saw your comment. I was focusing on 20 different things here. I did see a comment. Yeah, you haven't seen any fighting games either, and I know you love your fighting games too. So, yeah, I'm sure you can't wait, right? I know that because I'm waiting too. And thanks for coming by. I appreciate. That's one thing I do appreciate. Thanks for coming by and listening.
Yeah.
But yeah, but I mean, seriously, if anybody doesn't get anything out of what we've been saying, we're not bashing consoles. We're trying to make this gaming community better, okay? And to speak up for yourselves and whatever preferred platform you have. And if you own both consoles, speak up against both if they do something wrong. If they do something right, tell them they do it right. But don't settle for less. It's your money. Speak with your wallet. And when you have something to say to a developer or to a company, do it in a constructive manner because you will get a response then. You start all that cussing, screaming, and hollering and putting them down, they're going to just delete that and not even respond. They're going to throw it out like it doesn't even exist. And
Stop the death threats. Oh,
that too.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, people with death threats and racist shit. Start out. If you really like gaming, be a gaming channel. Don't worry about what other people are doing, okay? Don't worry about what console they're on. As long as they're gaming and enjoying their life, what does it matter to you? And then you threaten people and want to beat them up and because they're on a platform that you're not on. And I hate to say it, but I guarantee secretly, all you guys that talk all this big, burly shit, I guarantee you probably even have a Switch in your house and you have a PlayStation in your house. Somewhere you got these consoles in your house, okay? Because you just talk too much shit. Then again, you may not even have an Xbox in your house because I never see you play. At least people on Xbox and PlayStation side, you'll see most of us playing games and clips or something.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You'll see that.
I want to give you that.
I mean, yeah. Be it. I was just getting ready to say that. Me and I don't know if you guys know who Sanford is. I'm sure you do. Sanford the
Oh
King.
yeah.
Okay, we can't wait to play Dan. You know. But yeah. With that being said, I hope you guys at least understand where we're coming from. It's not all the hate or whatever, because nobody here was hating on anybody or anything. Okay. With that being said, we're gonna do some outros and then we're gonna get the hell out of here. All right. So go ahead, Philip. You do your outro.
Okay, man. This is Phil Sin 22. I have a channel on YouTube, and I just do Street Fighter Tekken. It's a Street Fighter Tekken videos. I'll be back playing that. Put some fights in there too. So yeah.
Okay. What about you, Cyber Dragon?
Hello, Cyber Dragon here. YouTube channel, same name, Cyber Dragon. Also on Twitter, Cyber Dragon at H2FW, and you should know what those initials stand for. But coming up on my channel, I'm streaming Horizon Zero Dawn Ultra Hard playthrough, and then Days Gone Survival 2 playthrough. So those are next streams coming up on my channel. And then I game every day. Everybody stay safe out there, and have a good night.
El Matador, you're up next.
Thank you, Princess, for the invite. I really appreciate it. It has been a minute since we did a podcast. You know what I mean? So I'm happy to be here again. Everybody in the chat, hit that like, man. It's free. Show some love over here for everybody here in the panel, especially my hermana. And y'all can catch me on Twitter, being messing with especially with the bots, you know what I mean, trolling, and just seeing them make them a fool of themselves and just making me laugh. And y'all can catch me on PlayStation. Like I said, anybody want to play, let me know. Multiplayer, especially like Ghost of Legends when it drops on day one. Princess, we got to play that, okay?
Yes, we
No
do,
problem.
Matador.
We got to play that, okay? Most definitely. And everybody have a blessed night. Like I said, hit the like button, show some support, share, and God bless.
God bless.
And you know who this is. It's your girl TTFP. The truth in gaming, okay? Because I am the truth. I don't bring no bullshit, okay? I don't, okay? I want you to hit that like button. Why don't you come by and subscribe if you like what you heard? Tell your friend, pass it along, okay? And for all you haters out there, deep down inside, I know you love me. I'm out of here. I'll see you next time. Later.
Adios.
She a trip.
Yeah, platform. Want me go back to